Anna Werner is here with us now. So, Anna, what other proposals is the FCC considering to stop these robocalls?
Well, so at the moment, they're sort of asking the companies to work on these solutions. One thing contextually you have to understand is that last year, Pi's predecessor, Tom Wheeler, the former FCC chairman, came out very aggressively. They set up this strike force, and they actually gave deadlines for the strike force. And so I asked Pi, I said, what about deadlines? And he said, well, he thinks that the companies are sort of working on this, that people are generally on the same page, that they're working hand in hand with the FCC. I think what consumer advocates would ask is, yeah, but how aggressive are you going to be on pushing them? Now, Pi is a former Verizon attorney, worth noting in this context. Maybe he thinks there's other ways to accomplish this, without setting firm deadlines. And he said that he's open to setting deadlines, open to insisting. But one of the things is that, you have to look at the FCC and ask, are they going to be a watchdog, or are they going to say, well, we're going to work cooperatively, and will that take longer than pushing them?
Mm-hmm. So in the meantime, a regular person like me, what options do I have to block these robocalls?
So there are apps, depending on which company you're signed up with for your cell phone. And let's not even talk about landlines, or let's talk about landlines. If you're a landline user, you've got a problem. It's very hard to stop these calls. And landline technology, they say, is even more complicated in some ways. If you have a cell phone, like most of us do, there are some apps. You can go explore those apps, look at the ratings, look at where they're coming from. Of course, as with any app, you want to make sure it's trustworthy. But for instance, we talked to a company called Umail. They have an app that you can use that will help to block a lot of these calls. It's a challenge, right? Because one of the things that was a little bit nightmarish that somebody said to us was, well, if they ever get to where they can hack into your contacts, then they can make these calls look like they're coming from your mom, your sister, your brother, and then what do? You can't reject a call from your mom at 2 o'clock in the morning, can you?
Well, 2 o'clock in the morning, no, but when I'm on the air, yes.
Maybe while you're on the air, but you know what? Your mother is paying attention here to what you're saying.
Really?
So it's a real problem. One of the things they say in Consumers Union's report is that for companies, they really need to look at this because customer complaints, they say, take up a lot of time and money for these companies. And also there's sort of the bad PR sense of, if people get really, really mad at you, are they going to ditch your company for one that does a better job on robocalls? There's an opportunity there for somebody to come along and say, you know what, if you sign up with our phone company, we do a great job of filtering out these robocalls. We've developed all kinds of things that the other companies haven't.
Yeah.
So, some of the experts would say, look, it's in the company's best interest to do more to get a handle on this, because if it overwhelms them, then they've got a real problem also. They can't just be in a reactive position. They've got to take this on head on, like they did with email spam.
Yes,
right.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, that became there's less of that now.
Yeah, and it all goes to a junk mail file. You never
and
even
that's
see
what
it.
they're saying, that for calls, they need the same thing to happen. You need to have robocall filters so that your company, your phone company, they can identify where the stuff is coming from. But that's, as they say, some of that may be a challenge because of this call authentication technology. They say it's not totally there yet. But Consumers Union, they started their campaign to do exactly this, to get public pressure going on the FCC, on the companies, to say this is not okay and you need to do something about it now, not 10 years from now.
I tell you, I cannot wait. I have a call. They call me probably 3-4 times a day. You pick up, you hear nothing because it's a robocall. It takes a while to click in, and then you hang up, and I can't get rid of them. So thank you very much, Anna Werner.
All of us, we're all in the same boat on that.
Yeah, really. Thanks.